Published, 20:08 Eastern Standard Time, the 11th of January 2018. Updated, 2015 Eastern Standard Time, the 11th of January 2018. Big Cats Rating. The Cruise, Return to the Mediterranean rating. For all wildlife telly fans, there's a surge of anticipation 10 minutes before the end of each documentary. We've sat mesmerized by the ravishing footage of rare animals and dreamlike locations. Now it's time for the making of, revealing the extraordinary measures taken by camera teams in order to capture those images. Big Cats. BBC One ended with an account of the hunt for Himalayan snow leopards. Equipment had to be ferried up some of the most dangerous mountain roads in the world, before the BBC team endured weeks of searching in bone-splintering cold. Big Cats. BBC One ended with an account of the hunt for Himalayan snow leopards, which meant equipment had to be ferried up some of the most dangerous mountain roads in the world. Little wonder that, when they finally spotted their big cat, director Anna Place was laughing and sobbing simultaneously, much to the bemusement of the Nepalese trackers. But when I interviewed the show's producers late last year, it became plain that every expedition deserves its own mini-diary. Take that brief shot of a puma in Patagonia, galloping down the beach to slaughter a clutch of Magellanic penguins. Dom Joly started spouting cod Latin as he and his two Labradors explored Hadrian's Wall, on walks with my dog Morpho. Scouring the horizon for Celtic warriors, he declared, not an ancient Pict in sight. Job is done us. The kill was over in a few seconds. For director Nick Easton, though, it was the culmination of a brutal assignment, weeks of staking out the coastline, to see something that had never been filmed before. They endured gale force winds and sandstorms that wrecked their hides, and a flash flood that cut the camp in two. Worst of all, the pumas knew humans were present and seemed to be mocking them. On the way to the beach, they repeatedly encountered sleek cats that stood and eyed them superciliously. But as soon as the cameras were in place, the animals disappeared. Another shot that lasted just moments showed a jaguar in the Pantanal wetlands of Brazil, seizing a caiman crocodile and crushing its skull with its jaws. Series producer Mike Gunton revealed that one crew had an all-too-close encounter with that big cat, when it centered them inside their hide and pressed its face against the night vision lens. As the cat's muzzle fills the screen, viewers might suppose the camera is simply zooming in. Not possible, says Gunton, thermal lenses don't dezoom. To me, and I'm certainly not alone, these stories are as thrilling as the main footage. Instead of cramming them into a 10-minute featurette, the BBC should devote an hour to behind-the-scenes stories from every episode. Reality shows do it, after all. Bake Off, The Apprentice and Big Brother each have spin-offs. The BB's superlative wildlife films, and Big Cats was outstanding, surely deserve nothing less. Another shot that lasted just moments showed a jaguar in the Pantanal wetlands of Brazil. Tales from behind the scenes on a luxury Mediterranean liner on the cruise ITV were rather more banal. They're a poor advert for these expensive holidays. The majority of the 4,000 guests seem to spend most of each day queuing to book excursions, then queuing for refunds when bad weather stopped the ship from sailing into dock. As he prepared to serve up an extra ton and a half of food to all those passengers who were unexpectedly stuck on board, Chef David came up with a description that no traveler wants to hear. It's a train smash, but this is what happens on ships. He didn't mean that as a joke, but it was funnier than Diane, the stand-up comedian, who opened her act with a mordant growl to the audience. I know we're gonna have a good time cause there's no kids in. Yikes. That's less of a gag, more of a threat. The cruise is doing for Ocean Breaks what Benidorm did for the package holiday. At this rate, we'll all stay at home.